Hello everyone, welcome back to Cybertix. It's day 15 of TryHackMe Advent of Cyber. So in this video, we are going to continue to grow our skills on machine learning, where we are going to see different steps in machine learning pipelining, how we can split data sets into training and testing data, and filter out some spam messages from the today's task. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So let's start with our today's task. So let's just understand the scenarios. Over the past few weeks, Best Festival Company employees has been receiving an excessive number of spam emails. These emails are trying to lure users into the trap of clicking on the links and providing credentials. Spam emails are somehow ending up in the emailing box. It's look like the spam detector in place since the before the merger has been disabled or damaged deliberately. Suspicion is on 𝙁𝒏, who is not so happy with the merger. So, in this task, we are going to learn about the different steps in the generic machine learning pipeline, machine learning classifications, and training models, how to split the data sets into training and testing data, how to prepare the machine learning models, and how we can evaluate the model effectiveness. So, let's just understand the concepts. So, in the previous task also of the TryHackMe, we had understand about the Jupyter. So let's just get some overview of the Jupyter for now. Jupyter Notebooks provides an environment where you can write and execute code in real time, making it ideal for data analysis, machine learning, and the scientific research. So in this room, we'll perform the practical on the Jupyter Notebook. So as I have already started, where we have a .ipynb lab and we have given the steps. So I will get into the steps, but before that, let's just understand the scenario over here. It's important to recall that we need to run the code from the cells using the run button, or you can press by entering the shift enter. Each steps explained on the Jupyter notebook for better understanding. So let's get deep dive into that. So before that, we will have to run about the explore machine learning pipeline. So machine learning pipeline refers to the series of steps involving in building and deploying of the ML model. These steps ensure that data flow efficiently from its raw form to predictions and insights. A typical pipeline would include collecting data from different sources in different forms, pre-processing it and performing feature extraction from the data, splitting the data into testing and training data, and then applying the machine learning models and predictions. So this is how it looks. So first it goes through injections and then cleaning, and it will process that particular data, and after cleaning after cleaning and processing, it will get into the modeling the data, and then we have to deploy the data. So at the step 0, importing the required binaries. Okay, so there are total two libraries which we have to use, that is a NumPy, that is numeric Python. In this, the fundamental package for the numerical computation in Python. Pandas, which we had also used previously for the datasets. Pandas provide high level data structures and method designed to make data analysis fast and easy in Python. So let's just run it by just pressing on the shift enter. So okay, I guess it has run. Yes. Step 1, data collection. Data collection is the process of gathering raw data from various sources to be used for machine learning. This data can originate from the numerous sources such as databases, text files, API, online repositories, sensors, etc. etc. Here we are using some Python pandas libraries to load the data collected from the various sources in the CSV format. Okay, you can see that we have a email dataset CSV format also over here, where there is a classification and the message by default over here. So let's just load it over here. So shift enter, we had loaded. Test and check datasets. Let's review the data we have just imported. So by just printing out, we will get the classifications and the messages which we had added in the Excel file. So data frames provides a structure and tabular representation of data that intuitive and easy to read and using the command below. So let's just perform a df, which is just a variable, and we are printing df variable over here. Data pre-processing. Data pre-processing refers to the technique used to convert raw data into clean, organized, and understandable and structured format suitable for machine learning, given that raw data is often messy inconsistent, and incomplete. So there is another function that is utilizing count vectorizer. Machine learning model understand numbers, not text. This means that text need to be transformed into a numerical format. This particular function, that is count vectorizer, it is a class provided by the skitlearns library in Python, achieves this by converting text into a token, that is a word count matrix. It is used to prepare the data for the machine learning models to use and predict the decisions on. So let's just load it. We are importing that library. So let's just wait for that. Okay, it has been loaded. And then we are using a variable vectorizer, and we are calling the function, and we are using another variable x. We're using that particular vectorizer dot fit transform. It is a sub functions over here. So let me just load it. Okay, it has been loaded, and we are printing the x. So you can see that we had got the value 0 from 26653, and it is given our column 1. And there is a step 3, that is train, test, split data sets. It's important to test the model's performance on unseen data. By splitting the data, we can train our model on one subset and test its performance on another. So let's just load it over here. So enter, and after that over here we have to just perform an enter. So you can see what do we, they had given a proper view in the Jupyter notebook. So x, it means the first argument to train test splits. It is a feature matrix of x which you obtain from the count vectorizer. This matrix contains the token count of each message in the datasets. Y means the second argument is the label for each instance in your datasets, which indicates whether a message is a spam or ham. Okay, the test size is equal to 0.2. Now, this argument specifies that 20% of the dataset should be kept as a test set, and the rest is 80% should be used for the training. It is a common practice to hold out the portion of the datasets for testing to evaluate the performance of the model on unseen data. This is where actually splitting of the data into training and test sets happens. So these are the functions written which has 4 values: x underscore train, the subset of the features to be used for the training, and x underscore test, the subset of the feature to be used for the testing. Similarly for the y, and for the test and training also. So let's just get into the step 4, that is modeling and training using naive bias. So naive bias is a statistical method that used for the probability of the certain words appearing in the spam and not spam email to determine whether a new email is a spam or not. How naive bias classification works. So let's say we have a bunch of emails, some labeled as spam and other as ham. The naive Bayes algorithm learns from these emails. It looks at a word in each email and calculates how frequently each words appear in spam or ham emails. For instance, words like free, win, offer, lottery might appear more spam in the emails. So naive Bayes algorithm calculates the probability of the email being spam based on the words it's contain. When the model is trained with naive Bayes and gets a new email that say, for example, win a lottery, toy now. So then it thinks that win offers to appears in the spam. So this increases the chance of the email being spam. Free is also a common in spam, further increasing the probability of the into the spam functions. So if we calculate the probability of the spam is higher than the ham, the algorithm classifies the email as spam, otherwise it's classified as a ham. So let's just run it, shift enter. Okay, we had got and created a function over here, multinational NB. So x underscore train. This is the training data which you want to model the learn from. It is the token count from each message in the training dataset obtained from the count vectorizer. Y underscore train. These are the correct labels for each message in the x underscore train datasets. This is where actual training of the model happens. So, so we get into the step 5, model evaluations. After training, it's essential to evaluate the model's performance on the test set to gauge its predictive power. So let's just run and import the classifications report, and we are performing and printing the classification reports of the y test and the y predictions. So we had got, so at the precisions of the ham is 0.99 and the spam is 0.88. Similarly for the accuracy, it has a micro average of 0.94 and 0.98 over here. Okay, Now, they had given an overview. What do we mean by the precisions? It is the ratio of correctly predicted positive observations to the total predicted positives. Recall, it is a ratio of correctly predicted positive observations to all the actual positives. F1 scores. It is a harmonic mean of the precisions and the recalls and gives a better measures of the incorrectly classified classes of the accuracy matrix. Suppose it is a number of actual occurrences of the classes in the specified data sets. Accuracy is the ratio of correctly predicted observation of the total observation. And micro average is the average of unweighted means, and weight average it's the average of the supported weights mean per label. Okay, testing the data. So let's just load it. So we are giving a message over here. Today's offer, claim us 150 euro worth of discount vouchers. Text yes to this particular number, and they had given a value and for the subscription and over. So if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe it, because we have going to come with more new ideas, and also we have to learn about the more different topics of the cyber security. So let's just get again into this topic. We are printing the mail. The email is, the prediction is it will be 0. So it has given a prediction function over here. So the email is spam. This is because of the offers and the words they had included over here. So great work, we have just completed one cycle of the machine learning pipeline. So let's just get back into the, we had already covered this much of things. So let me get into today's questions, and let's give some of the answer. What is the first step in the machine learning pipeline? So what was it? So let's just wait for that. And yeah, it was a data collection. You are right. Which data processing features is used to create new features or modifying existing one to improve model performance? So it was a feature engineering. So yes. And during the data splitting of the 20% of the data set was split for testing, what is the percentage average of precision of the spam has been detected? So it has been detected over here. So let's just see. Okay, it's a weight average is 0.98. So let me just type it. So 0.98. Okay, how many test emails are marked as spam? Okay, we have to cover this task. So let's just get into our 𝙤𝒏 𝑻𝙧𝒚𝙃, which is our today's work. 𝙤𝒏 has provided us with the latest email messages and asked us to test our model on this email. So let me just open the email. So let me close it and test emails. Okay, let me just make it into broad. Okay, these are the email messages which they have provided. So test underscore data pd dot read underscore cvsv. So we have to enter the value over here. So let me just type it. Okay, and we have to enter. Okay, and hit shift enter. We are loaded, and we have to print the heads of the total files. So these are the heads which has given a spam a total of 3. So they had given the answer how many test spam are marked as spam. So the answer is 3. Okay, cool. One of the emails that is detected as spam contains a secret code. What is the message? Okay, in the spam they had not given over here. So we have to again perform a vectorization methods. Okay, let's just wait for it, and then new predictions, and then we are printing it. Okay, now they had given a total spam messages over here. So yes, once you have run the model against the test meta, move on the task and complete the answers. So get into the test emails, and I guess this is the mail. I hate best festival. So let me just copy it, paste it. Yes, we had covered the answers all. And if you enjoy the room, please get into the phishing module. Okay, we will get into the phishing module later on. So I hope you understand about the machine learning, how we can filter out the spam and not spam messages. So with the help of machine learnings, we can do many work in the field of cybersecurity, just like the given task where we had filtered out the spam messages. Today's task was quite theoretical, but it was good to learn about the new things. If you have any kind of queries or doubts, you can join our Telegram community channel, where we also share some cybersecurity resources related to bug bounties, pen testings, etc. So I'll see you in the next task. Till that time, goodbye and Jai Hind.